Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is August 27, 2014, and today is Wednesday. So as the week is coming along, we see that the markets are still very quiet, relatively, although the Dow and the S&P futures made new highs yesterday, so that is very momentous right before we start the session in September. So there are things going on, just a little bit light when it comes to currency trading. When we're looking at the EURUSD, we see that it popped a little bit this morning, something like 20 pips just this morning from this low of 131.60. As you know, this thing has been beaten up quite hard over the past few months, and we're maybe getting into a little bit of a consolidation here. Maybe we're going to slow down some of the sell-off, not to say that we may not continue going down to 130, but technically speaking, there's a support level at 131, and at this level we're pretty much in the middle. So although this thing has been exhausted in terms of its selling, that, like I said, since it is coming to a little bit of a base and a little bit of a bounce, maybe we'll see some consolidation in this area. So that's something to look at in the euro. The USD Japanese yen, a little bit of a sell-off. We still didn't break out this 104, 105 level. We took a big big buy coming in from 101 and settling at 103 right now. So like we said before, it gapped up, it filled the gap now, and now we're at the bottom of this gap. So what may look is that we're going to have some sort of a baseline right here and see if we could take this out on the upside. If we can't, then maybe and you see that it's selling off and it breaks maybe 103.70, this may be a good point to actually short it. So let's see what happens. Okay, let's see how it unravels. But you have an if-then scenario. If it holds this level, okay, you could buy a little, see how it's acting, buy very small initially, just to see how it's acting, to see if it'll retest the highs and if it'll take out the highs. If it does take out the high, then I would get even more aggressive at this level, seeing how it may go to 105. We saw on the daily chart we had a resistance at 105-ish. If it doesn't, okay, then you can short it, okay, and it breaks this level, short a little bit, and then get a little bit more heavy once it breaks this second level down here. So this is a two scenario, okay. I don't like taking a lot of weight, a lot of volume when it comes to this, because it's really something you have to consider in terms of, you know, the risk versus reward ratio. Okay, so not enough reward here to really justify getting exceedingly big in terms of your volume size. Don't overexpose yourself if it's not necessary to. Look at the GBP USD. We bounced a little bit again this morning, right here, about 50 pips, 30 pips, excuse me. And so we're seeing some sort of consolidation, this double bottom on a short-term frame, on a 2-hour frame. So maybe we'll see a little bit of short covering and a little bit of retesting of 166, 166 and a half. So keep this on the radar. But like I said, trade light, because there's nothing justifying you to really get too aggressive in the market right now. Looking at gold, really very flat from yesterday's rally. Just taking a little bit of a breather right here in the middle of the range. So not much to follow up on that. The Dow Jones made new highs yesterday. 17,150 was new highs. 755. Nevertheless, it sold off over the night. Let's see if they'll be continuing buying. Usually what they like to do before a holiday session is they like to buy it and be aggressive towards that session. So this is a case in point. Maybe we'll have a continued buying and then a sell-off next September. The fall season is usually a very bearish season for the markets. So just keep that in mind, and that's certainly something you have to consider when not to get too aggressive in this type of trading. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. I want to wish you guys all a great trading day. Thanks.